Bionacre originates from the shells of the Pinctada maxima, the largest of all oysters. These giant mollusks are found predominantly in the emerald waters of the Sulu Sea, south of the Philippines. For centuries, man has been diving for this giant oyster, as it is the only one capable of nurturing the most beautiful pearl in the world, the South Sea pearl. With only a pair of wooden goggles, a lead weight, and a rope tied around their waists, the Bajau, the sea gypsies of Sulu, brave the abyss several times a day for these precious gems. The rapid depletion of shallow oyster beds has forced these Bajau divers to reach depths of more than 70 meters. Today, the Bajau no longer open the shells, as for every pearl found, an average of 5,000 oysters must be sacrificed. They are better assured of earning a living by selling them to pearl farms. In the Philippines, the biggest pearl farms are owned by Manuel Cojuangco and Jacques Branelec. They are one of the world's largest producers of these highly prized gems. Located in carefully selected sites on the Philippine island of Palawan, this Filipino-French partnership runs what experts consider to be model farms. Free of both human and industrial pollution, the farms possess the right combination of currents, temperature, and plankton to nurture these sensitive shells. The oysters are monitored all year round. Every day, the pearl farm's divers inspect the baskets, which are strung along like lanterns on a rope. As a result of the rapidly dwindling supply of Pinctada maxima, the partners embarked on an intensive biotechnological program. Today, they are the first to successfully breed these mollusks in hatcheries.
The key to a successful hatchery culture is to isolate the type of plankton that specifically suits the Pinctada maxima's diet. There are thousands of different species of plankton in the sea. It took us 10 years to isolate those particular to this oyster.
Whatever the demand for the precious shells may be in the future, these farms are able to ensure the supply through the mastery of marine biotechnology. At the same time in Paris, two respected French oral surgeons were also conducting research on the Pinctada maxima. Originating from Guadeloupe in the French Caribbean, the twin brothers Georges and Serge Campas were testing various biomaterials to create a dental implant. In the course of their experiments, they were stunned by the results of the implants made from the nacre of Pinctada maxima. Somehow, these nacre implants had welded themselves tightly, like a graft, to the patient's jawbones. Exhilarated by their discovery, the surgeons subjected the Pinctada maxima's nacre to a series of tests. Magnified 900 times, the nacre, like human bone, is made of a precipitate of calcium called aragonite. Flowing in between these mineral bricks is an organic component that contains all the amino acids found in the human body. The physico-chemical composition of the Pinctada maxima nacre is so close to that of the human bone, it is completely biocompatible. Here are two photomicrographs of a piece of human bone, indicated by B, and a piece of nacre, indicated by N. They lie in a culture of bone cells known as osteoblasts. Over a period of 6 weeks, we can see that newly formed tissues have filled the gap between the two explants. The doctors, both members of the prestigious New York Academy of Sciences, concluded that nacre is bioactive. The Pinctada maxima's nacre possesses this healing capacity because growth factors are present in its organic matrix. With this in mind, the surgeons realized that the nacre's uses could be broadened if it was in a powder form. Through years of research and experimentation, they determined how to manufacture the powder, which they named Bionacre. It was with the help of this powder that Dr. Cotin was able to repair Fan Yut's leg. First, blood is extracted from the patient intravenously. It is carefully added to the Bionacre in drops until a moldable paste is obtained. The coagulum is now ready to be inserted into the body. In a few hours, it will harden, and within 3 to 6 months, new bone will be generated. This is a biopsy of Bionacre coagulum 3 months after it was placed at jaw level to repair a bone defect. All that remains of the coagulum is this brown spot in the middle. The rest has become newly formed bone, the light area with red spots, and new blood vessels. The selection of oysters plays a crucial role in the manufacture of nacre products. Doctors Campras visit the pearl farms regularly to check and improve the quality of the oysters.
The oysters are going to be cleaned. As soon as they are opened, we will be able to determine their quality. Afterwards, a bacteriological test will be made. It is only then that the oysters suitable for making Bionacre will be selected.
At the MedBio factory in Manila, the mother of pearl goes through 18 complex steps before it becomes Bionacre. The powder complies to strict European community regulations that concern bacterial and viral decontamination. It is totally protected from diseases like the notorious Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. To cover a wider range of applications, the white, shiny, pulverized biomaterial has a granulometry that ranges from 10 to 300 microns. It was during surgery that the twin doctors first witnessed the curative power of Bionacre on the skin and mucous membranes. They observed that the tissues in contact with Bionacre at the time of the operation were healing with amazing rapidity. The Bionacre's power of regeneration not only applies to bone, but also to soft tissues like cartilage or skin.